Hey, what's up everybody, it's Pablo1713, hi and welcome to Anno 1800 Advanced Guide gameplay. So as you saw, it was another Easter egg, and I know about this Easter egg thanks to you guys because one of you left the comment underneath the last video about the Easter eggs, so thanks to that I can now share it with you. And that was the ship from the public mooring with visitors. So if you're gonna build the public mooring, you know that every some couple of minutes there will be a ship that will come with the tourists. So if you're gonna follow that ship later on, somewhere in Cape Trilony, it will show up somewhere in this area. So it was somewhere in here. So it will have the special little show with the whales for the tourists that are on board of the ship. So yeah, this is smaller extra Easter egg, and there's one more thing that I forgot to show in the last Easter egg video. You can check what is the time right now by checking the school. As you can see in school we have the clock tower right in here, and you can check what is the time right now. So right now it's 10:30. So this is the current time that I'm recording this. So you can always check the time if you're lost a little bit. And yeah, so this is how you can check the time. And today we're gonna do something that I was trying to do a long time ago, but you know, thanks to the new DLC with the Docklands, I can import plenty of stuff, and I'm right now not using it at all. As you can see, I have empty spots that I can fill in, and today I want to reach 50k of investors. Right now I have 16.9, so almost 17k of investors. So as you know, I was building this design with thinking about the town halls, and the town hall will be the key factor to achieve 50k of investors. So I'm gonna change. Oh yeah, that's perfect timing because now we have the development of the item that I want to show you. So if we're gonna go to the research point, this is the item that I am researching. So as you can see, this is the book that is giving us bonus residence +3, and this is the only book that is giving +3 residence. So if we're going to go to the town halls and write the residence, so bonus residence, you will see that there are some items that are aiming, for example, all ambassador residences, or maybe only scholars. But to achieve 50k, we're going to use this book because this is giving us +3 bonus residence, -4 happiness, but we don't care about this much because we're going to use also one of those two guys, so this guy or this guy, which are also giving us +1 bonus residence. Additional happiness is here, +10, and here we got additional income. And also we're gonna use this lady. So as you can see, bonus residence +2. Of course, less chance for illnesses and also riots, so additional buff. So -50, -50. So we can counter buff the -4 happiness with this guy. So Louis, he will give us +10 happiness and -50 chance of illness, which means that we'll have -100% in total if we're going to use those two special agents. So yeah, I'm going to research again the book because I'm not sure if I have enough of them. So as you're going to see, let's just jump in here. I have the different combination of items right in here. As you can see, someone that they are just giving me some bonus supplies and reduced needs, but I don't want it anymore. So right now in this building we have 50 investors, so this is the maximum. So I'm gonna click all of those items and I'm gonna choose the book. How many books do I have? I have 6, so I need about 8, I think, or 9. So right now we're gonna choose this book, and then we're gonna use this guy, and then our lady. Okay, so thanks to that, the maximum bonus is now 80. So now we have 80 people inside of investors, which will increase the number really fast thanks to that. So again, one thing, I have my airship with additional items, so I can just collect them. Perfect, and that's very good. And I can send him again to the old world and collect some other items later on. So yeah, let's go to the Empire Strikes. Perfect. So this area is done, I think. Let me just double check. So I'm going to try to do this really quickly. Yeah, I think that everything is here done. In here, I have only investors. This is how it looks. Yeah. So again, I'm going to unclick everybody. They no longer need it, and I'm gonna choose the book, this lady, and then for example again happiness +10. Yeah, why not? Let's have the happiness. So thanks to that we're gonna have, let's double check what we have. We have influence, maintenance cost, influence, and additional workforce. Okay, so that's okay. So as you will see, again we have now in one investor house 80 instead of 50. So it will increase the numbers really rapidly right now. And in here I have the area, and I will not use any of those items right now, because if I'm gonna use it, you'll see that right now I have 20 by 20, and if I would use just one of item that will increase the numbers, so if I will choose the book in here, you'll see that we'll have to wait until this will fill up to 26. So it was just waste of time. So there's no point to do this. So I'm gonna leave it empty. Thanks to that I can upgrade them straight away. So let me just mark my town hall and go and grab some upgrade tool. And as you can see, it's still showing me the radius, but unfortunately no corners and no outlines, so I can just guess that everybody in here that is already a worker should be advanced. I hope so. So not sure about this guy. So let's double check. Is everybody in range? Yeah, that was unnecessary upgrade, but okay. I think so. Oh yeah, that's one left guy. Alright. So yeah, so this is how we're gonna do this really quickly. And thanks to that, we're just gonna wait and upgrade them later on, up and up and up. So I noticed also that there's a Chief George, and he's also giving us happiness plus 10. So we can swap between Louis and George, and thanks to that, we'll keep the happiness on plus, because here we have -4 and here plus 10, which means that we're still on plus 6. So as you can see, you can use Chief George or Louis, and he will give us less chance of illnesses 50%, and Chief George will give us -50% of chance of fire. So there's also one more thing that, even more than one thing that I want to mention, because right now I'm just waiting until this will go and improve. Right away I have 25k, so yeah, the numbers are running high. And the thing that were plenty of questions about, it was about how I am handling my electricity. So if you will see the oil power plants, I have only 3 power plants in here on the right side of my city.
This
so only
city is
here,
a magnet
here,
for
and here.
genius.
Yeah, another none. Very good. So I have only 3 in the city, one right here because I have here industrial area. So in the city I have only 3 normals for the oil, and for the gas, because I'm also using the gas electricity, I have also 3 in the city right in here, as you can see. So left side and down 3, and 1 additional for my scholars, so right in here in this area. So in total I am only using 6 instead of 8. And as you notice, there was another books, but unfortunately you can only use 1 book at a time. So you cannot use this book with this book, so you cannot have maximum 90 people. The maximum number is 80 people. So to check the electricity radius, we can go and click on any of the power plants. Let me just grab one of the normal oil power plants. I think that they should be right in here. Yes, that is correct. So as you'll see, everything is in green. If I'm gonna Control G, you will see that all area is in green. And this is because we have additional buff, the +20 to range from the Department of Welfare. So this is from our palace. So if we're gonna go in here, and in here we have +22 influence from all public buildings. So this is something that is buffed from the 6th level that I have right now. So it will increase over time. The higher attractiveness you have, the more buffs you will have. So as you can see, thanks to that, I don't have to use every station that I have planned in here, which means that I can destroy this, which is right in here, and just get some additional buildings. So for my citizens, which means I'm gonna have additional people in here for my expansion. So also making this rapid upgrade will mean that we're gonna run out of the wood, of course. As you can see, we are running low on wood, but luckily we have other islands. So like in here I have 700 because I have those ships that are coming back. As you can see, they're filled with wood, so they're gonna bring back the timber. And another thing, okay, that's very good. So I'm just gonna unpack everything in here, and I think that's gonna be the last book that I need, because I think that I have like everything. Let me just double check. So I have here done, here as well. Then we're gonna have 1 book in here. This is done. This is done, also done. And in here we're gonna have 2. We're gonna need in total 2 books, and we have right now in our search 1. So this means that this will be the last one that I needed to upgrade. And now I'm gonna develop the item with also residents, but for the residents, for the scholars. So as you can see, this guy, this Dean, he is giving us plus 24 for the scholars. So, and the only way to get this guy is by development. So this is something that I'm preparing for the next one. So approaching the goal for the scholars. So if you're gonna go to my Pablo 1713, you will see that there's a goal and achievement. Here we have 50k, we have 34, so we are close. And in here we have 25k of scholars. We have only 8. So this is going to be our next goal that we're going to try to achieve. And right now we have 631. I don't remember how much we had before. I'm just going to show it right in here to just compare what will be the difference before and after this huge upgrade. So we got this, and another thing that we need to face is that they have the needs right now, and because we made super fast advance, this will mean that probably we're gonna run out of some goods in a short time from now. And we're gonna use, of course, our Captain Tobias. He's gonna get in here in 16 minutes. So he's coming here every 20, but in a real time once he's showing up in the map, and he needs some time to get in here, so it's about 25 minutes. So we're gonna compare everything to 25 minutes, and how we're gonna approach this? Well, we can go first into any of our warehouse and go into the statistics menu, or press Ctrl T to just make the items and then go to the production. And in here I'm gonna write the investors needs. We'll see all the needs that are needed for our investors, and as you can see we have some crazy numbers. So the blue bar is showing how much we need, and the green one how much we have, so how much we're producing. And as you can see, we are running now -6, -18, -64 with coffee. But you know, with coffee, we are just producing coffee right in here in coffee roasters. So if we're gonna go into coffee roaster, you will see that in here we are producing coffee with using the malt. And if we're gonna go and check how much malt we have, we are running low on malt. So to check how much we're gonna need, let's double see. So we are producing 1 coffee every 30 seconds, which means that in 1 minute we're gonna need 2 pieces of malt. And we have 4 buildings, so this means that we're gonna need 8. So let me just collect the item and develop him once again. Okay. So as I said, we need 8. And now our Captain Tobias is coming here every 25 minutes. So 8 multiplied 25, so 8, let's say multiple 25, so it's going to be about 200, right? I think so. So 200. So this is the amount that we need to import to get in here good numbers. But to be sure, I'm just going to press 275 because, you know, we are also making the beer. So not only malt is used for our coffee, but also for the beer. So I'm going to import about 275. I should be 250, okay, but yeah, let's say 275. So this is something, and we got plenty of fish anywhere. And with the coffee, right now I have 150. So yeah, we got some small amount of time, so we need to make it fast. So if we're gonna Control T, press once again, and go to the production and say investors once again. So how are we gonna approach this? First of all, it's different with coffee and, for example, with 24 things, because coffee, we're not only producing it in here, but we also is importing the coffee from the other worlds and other sessions. So we're not going to check it in here to -64. We're going to go to the storage, and here we're going to write down the coffee once again. So we got the coffee, and in here we have 2 information. First of all, we got the graph, and we can compare everything to the graph. The graph is updating every 10 minutes. So as you can see, we can, if we're going to mouse over the dots, we'll get the information about how much we had before. So 30 minutes ago we had 2719. So if I'm gonna 2719 minus the amount that we had like 3 minutes ago, it was 2041, which means that we lost 678. So this is the first number that we have, that we need 678 to get in here. And the second information is right in here, which is like live live information, as you can see, we're dropping down really much. So in here we got information that we are losing 36 items per 1 minute, which means that if we're going to multiply 36 multiply 25 minutes, so every 25 minutes that Captain Tobias get in here, which means that we need 900 of items to stop the droppage. And you know, it's going to be increasing because we are upgrading more and more, and we are getting with higher numbers with investors. So we're not going to import 900, but we're going to try to get a little bit more, so about 1000 for now. And later on we're going to just adjust and we're going to check the dots, because you know, we're going to like 20 minutes and in the middle it's going to be
under attack.
Of course, the ship's under attack. They're going to beat Captain Tobias, so we're going to compare the drop as in here, and then we're going to have the drop up because we have the Captain Tobias, so we'll be able to compare two dots to check if you are getting up or down in the graph. But I'm going to show this later on. And with the production for the penny farthings, we can just stay in here because we are producing only penny farthings in here. We're not importing it, so it is not changing. So it is only based on the how much we are producing in here. So right now we have minus 18. So now we can just 18 multiply 25, which means that we need 450 penny farthings to stay in numbers. And if you're going to go to the storage and write in here also penny farthings, you will see that we have minus 19 per minute. So again, 19 multiple 25, which means 475. And before I said we had 450. So as you can see, it is increasing even more. So this means that the safe number will be about 500 of penny farthings, just to be sure. So I'm going to check the numbers. I'm going to show it later on because, you know, it's going to change right now. Yeah, that will be additional buildings, but unfortunately I'm gonna need to wait, or maybe not. If I can just now stop this, and thanks to that I'm gonna be able to quickly advance those guys, and then I'm just gonna make the rapid. So I'm 40k, so I'm really close. Wow, this is good. Let's be double check. This is okay. This one, okay. What is it? It's members club. Do we need members club? They have members club in here. Members club. Oh, those guys don't have the members club. But they're still 80 because the members club is just the happiness. So this means that I can get rid of this members club in here, because they're still okay, and then just get some additional 4 additional buildings in the top tier in here. Okay, so this is a small adjustment again. You can see, so we're gonna have like, and I need to wait until they're gonna reach the big number, so 16 in here. Now it's gonna be 32, but it's okay in here. Just a few buildings to take care of. Here I got everything done, and okay, so we are back in here because we had the low number of the wood. And now, of course, as you can see, we're running low on some additional people, so I think I'm just gonna upgrade those guys. Yeah, the workforce problem is also something that we need to keep an eye. So now we're gonna be okay in here for a while, for sure. And then I can try to upgrade those guys. And those two. Okay. Minus 160. So probably I'm gonna need to upgrade all of those guys. Yep. And then I'm run out of the wood, but luckily I got my ships. Alright, so there everybody advanced inside of the town hall's radius. So I have only investors' houses, and now if I'm gonna go and I can click in here in global population, we go to the population, and in here you see we have the maximum 48,690. So this means that our goal is 5k, 50k, so 48,690 means that we need 1,310, and then we're gonna divide this by 50. Because this is the maximum number of people that can live in one single apartment outside of the town hall radius. It's 50, yep. Which means that we need about 27 more buildings of investors. And I think that we have 27 buildings. If we're gonna go in here, we're gonna see that right now we have 46 engineers. So yeah, we're gonna upgrade some workers to artisans and also artisans to engineers, and then that's it. Okay, so 27, and that's gonna be the final thing.
Genius device.
And oh yeah, perfect. So we got the, oh yeah, so this is the something that I'm also developing. So because I cannot develop, if I will show you the trade union building, Angela, because right now I have the maximum 78k development cost, so this is the maximum I can reach. That's why I am developing this item, because it is also providing the electricity for the other buildings. So yeah, so this is like a swap for Angela. I love the Angela, but right now we can make this. It's much cheaper, and it also provides the electricity and just maintenance cost plus 50%. And yeah, we got the escort for Eli, so let's just double check the escort mission, because I'm making some missions just to check if there's gonna be anything interesting. So yeah, escort to the Sir Archibald Lighthouse. So Sir Archibald Blake is right in here, so it should not be a problem for my 2 ships. It's only gonna happen, I'm gonna jump in here, but now I'm gonna try to upgrade 27 buildings. So 1, 2, 3, and then 6, so that's 9. So now we have 10. So we need 17 more. So this is 15 more. This is 5 more. Now we're gonna need to find those buildings that are engineers and not yet investors. So this is 3 more. Oh wow, okay, so we are under attack. Okay, so this is no longer true. That was fast. Wow. That was really fast. Good job. Good job, guys. I love those guys. So Royal Ship of the Line. Really beautiful ships, and they are really powerful. Okay, we got attractiveness 700 and 1062 influence. So that's a lot. Okay, so let's go back to Cape Trelawney and let's just double check how many do we have. Oh yeah, we are now dropping down with engineer workforce, which means that we need to upgrade some houses again. So, oh well, that give me enough. Plus 70 something, so I need probably advance everybody in this area, and then I need to upgrade some workers to be our artisans.
How thrilling!
So, for example, those guys in here.
Arrived.
And of course I'm running low on wood, so something not very good. But I think I got my ships. Ooh, lucky I got the ships. Okay, so let's double check this. So we are 40, so 2 buildings left. Yes, 2 buildings more. So who wants to be investor? I think that those 2 guys.
You share my own curiosity.
Yes, what? And that's gonna be 50k. So we are just in few seconds between the fact that we're gonna reach the 50k. So we are just 3 people until we're gonna reach 50k. 2, 1, and that's gonna be 50k. Yes, that is true. Yes, and we have the achievement. Seriously invested. So 50k of investors. It took me about 2.5 hours or 3 even to reach it, and I was trying to keep it short to about 20 minutes of the episode. So yeah, it was really huge investment, and now, you know, now we got plenty of people. And I think that I even have now a little bit too many engineers. I'm gonna maybe adjust it later on to downgrade some people. Oh, because, you know, I have the bigger population, which means that I have more palace wings. And the palace wings increasing the range of all the buildings. So I will try to maybe extend this to the left side, make additional cut, and thanks to that I will destroy some of these buildings and try to get them inside to make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so that's the idea for me for the future, to do this and use those extra 6 wings that we have. This is gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, 3 extension to the left. So that's the idea for the future. So now we got 50k investors. That is really 50k. That's a lot of people in my huge town. And in total in here we have 70k. So almost 100. And when we're gonna upgrade the scholars in here, we're gonna sure reach 100k of people, and that's gonna be crazy. Okay, so last thing, of course, about the needs. So all the items that they have. So how are we gonna check this? Again, we're gonna go to the warehouse. We're gonna click the statistic, and in here I'm gonna press and say investors needs, And now, if you're gonna see, for example, glasses, we are losing all the time. As you can see, glasses.
Back on the straight and narrow.
Oh, that was successful. Okay, that was very good. So yeah, we are losing. But with the penny farthings, you see that we have the drop down and then we are up. So here is the starting point. So we had 889 and then there was a drop down to 605 and then up 906. So we're gonna just compare those two ups. And if this is bigger than the last one, which means that we are going up anyway. So here we have the drop for 607 and it was 605. So yeah, so we are good with penny farthings. And then with the coffee, again, is okay. As you can see, even more than okay. We had 2,295 and now we have 2,458. So yeah, that's for like 200, almost 100 something, 50 more than we should have. So this is good. With the pocket watches, I need to figure it out and give them a little bit more. As you can see, yeah, it is dropping down. What about the chocolate? Chocolate is increasing, as you can see, so those two drops are bigger, so we are in stock over time. So we are only two goods that are good and the rest is not very good. So even gramophones, we are dropping like 10 gramophones every like 5 minutes. So we start in here 30 minutes ago with 2026 and now we have 1970. Yeah. So yeah, we are dropping just 1 per minute, so 10 per 10 minutes, which means I could just build another gramophone factory. It can be very interesting because, you know, when we're gonna using the best production chain combos, which I was talking about in like few episodes ago, we can have some production chain combos in here with some additional specialists that will provide electricity and extra goods like pocket watches, glasses, penny farthings, steam carriers, and sewing machines. We can then, of course, use in, for example, and also wood veneers to export, import, or just have it for our engineers and investors in this situation. The light bulb factory can be placed in here and also get this buff. So we're gonna again have glasses, pocket watches, penny farthings, steam carriages, and sewing machines. So why not do this? So we're gonna place the light bulb right in here. So it should be in range. Yes, it is in range. Perfect. So everybody is in range. They got access to warehouses and warehouses here as well. So thanks to that, we are increasing the number by 2 for the light bulbs per minute, I think. Oh, even more, 3, because they have 24 seconds. So yeah, perfect. We got about less than 30 seconds until Captain Tobias is gonna get in here, and I'm gonna need 179 glasses to fulfill everything, and 190 jewelry. So this is the numbers in here. We got some malt, and I checked that, yeah, we are now increasing with malt. If we're gonna go and double check this, as you remember at the start, we had the malt. We're gonna go to the storage, and we're gonna scroll down, find it right in here. Yeah. So as you can see, now we are dropping and then increasing all the time. So as you can see, there was a drop, and now we're gonna head a huge step forward. So yeah, we are increasing, which means that maybe I'm gonna now go and check my best production chain combos and try to make some production chain combos inside of my new home, because I did it on other islands, not in here, except of course this small area. And then I'm gonna prepare myself to get to the scholars, and the scholars target in here, it's 25k. So a lot of things to do, and the scholars have, you know, the tailored suits, they got canned food, telephones, seafood stew, and then the boots, yeah, leather boots, then bowler hats, rum, hibiscus tea, clay pipes, tapestries, and then also gramophones. So a lot of stuff to make sure that they're gonna have, but for sure we're gonna need to focus on this. And with happiness, well, maybe we can make some trick and not give them some items, and then just and be okay with this, because anyway they are giving us the happiness only and the research points. So this is all that it's giving, those extra items for the happiness. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna approach it. I'm gonna try to make it the most efficient way, and I'm gonna share it with you. So right now I have those items that are just reducing the needs and giving us the production, the best production of the some needs, and also some research points. But we're gonna change it. We're gonna do something different. So this is it for today. That's gonna be the next one, and I'm gonna prepare also the special episode about something different that I'm not gonna say it right now. So yeah, stay in tune. So that's it for today, boys and girls. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope that you had some fun with me, and I hope that we're gonna meet each other next time. So boys and girls, have a wonderful day, and if you're watching this at night, then good night. See you next time.